The news of a new addition to your family is so super exciting. And if you're anything like me, you'll want to start planning early for all of the adjustments that you're going to need to make to your daily life, whether this is baby number 1, 5, or 10 for you. More than likely, you're going to have to take some time off work. So that may come with some potential financial ramifications that you need to plan for. But what I want to talk to you about today is how you can start an online business right now while you're pregnant. And if you do it correctly, you can bring in a residual income in your first few months of new motherhood. So today we're going to talk about 6 different strategies to starting an Avon business while you're pregnant. Now, since I'm an Avon representative and my online Avon business has brought a plethora of new opportunities for me and for my family, I am talking about starting a new Avon business. But really, you can use all of these strategies and they will translate into any online business endeavor that you begin while you're pregnant. So stay tuned.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
My name is Jennifer Francis, and I am a nationally ranked #1 leader and top seller with Avon and the founder of TimelessBeautyLife.com. I invite you to subscribe to my channel and connect with me over on social media. You'll find the links to connect with me down in the description box below. Are you an Avon representative looking for help with your Avon business? You should join Timeless Beauty Lessons, our amazing Facebook group just for Avon representatives. It's led by some of the top leaders in the entire nation. You'll find the link to join down in the description box below.
So I want to start off by saying congratulations. Your pregnancy is super exciting. It's the most exciting time in your life. And you can still build a successful business that can develop into a residual income by the time the baby comes. So now is the time to do the work so that you can reap the benefits later. I want to start off, though, by bringing you into a little bit of a reality check, okay? I don't want to lie to you. Most, if not all, of the strategies I'm going to talk about are not going to make you $1 million overnight, okay? You're not going to bring in a full-time income probably for the first year of using these strategies. But what I will tell you is that if you do the hard work now, before the baby comes, you might have a little bit of money coming in. You can set yourself up to start bringing in a residual income for you and your family within a year. So let's talk pregnancy for a minute, okay? At the time that I'm recording this for you, I am actually 7 months pregnant with my own baby boy. So if you're pregnant right now, I have an idea of what you're going through because I'm going through it too, right? You're tired, you don't feel well, you're battling morning sickness maybe, you have the aches and pains, your back hurts, and you might even be on bed rest, right? But instead of binge watching Netflix from your bed, I'm going to show you some strategies where you can work on your computer or your phone from your couch or even from your bed, and you don't have to leave your house to make these tips work. And listen, I have a 6-year-old daughter that is so excited about her baby brother's arrival, and we are trying to soak up this last summer together, just her and I, right? So these strategies also are going to work if you have other kids in the home because I'm doing them myself. So let's get started. The first strategy that I'm going to tell you about is the only strategy that we're going to talk about today that is going to bring you money in immediately. So the first strategy is to take advantage of the new representative program within your company. With Avon, the new representative program allows you to make up to $3,300 in your first 4 months as an Avon representative. And you can find out more about that program by accessing the Avon Pathway to Premier resource link that I've linked down in the description box below. But I'll break it down really quickly for you. As a brand new Avon representative, you're automatically going to earn 25% on everything that you sell over $40 in the 2-week campaign. When every time that you accumulate $200 in a single campaign, you will earn a $20 bonus. So $200 is $20, $400 is $40, and so on and so on. Anytime during your first 4 months as an Avon representative that you accumulate $1,000, you're going to get an additional $100 bonus. And both that stepping stone $20 bonus and that $100 milestone bonus are paid in addition to each other and in addition to your regular 25% earnings. And what it all adds up to is, if you follow the program, you can make up to $3,300 in your first 4 months as an Avon representative. Now, I mentioned that you can use any of these strategies. I'm an Avon representative, and Avon has brought a lot of special opportunities to my life, so I'm referencing Avon in particular. But you can use any of the following strategies that I go through for any online business that you're going to start. But I do have to say that Avon has one of the best new representative program, if not the best new representative program on the market right now when it comes to putting actual cash into your pocket immediately. So you definitely want to take a look at that. In addition, using this opportunity as a brand new Avon representative and bringing in that $3,300 you're going to want to start reaching out to the people that you know closest to you first in order to do this only immediate goal in this list of things that I'm going to show you today. And I can show you how to do that, to reach out to people that are going to generate results. I'm going to leave a link down in the description box below on how to introduce yourself as a brand new Avon representative, and that has scripts that you can copy and paste and send out to all of your contacts. I'll also give you 6 tips to grow your network marketing business, and that link will be down in the description box below. And I also did an interview with one of my team members, Lisa Kennedy, who actually sold $5,000 at Avon in her first 4 months and raked in all of that $3,300, and she will tell you exactly how she did it, and I'll leave the link to that down in the description box below as well. Now, as I said, that was the only way to bring in money immediately when you start an Avon business while you're pregnant. And a great way to utilize those funds is to get some of the stuff that you need for the baby, right? Or maybe you might want to invest it in a high yield checking account so that you can make a little bit of extra money, make that money work for you, and make a little bit of extra money on the side as well. And I'll leave a link to one that I use down in the description box below. So the next one is the absolute most important thing that I think that you should do as a brand new Avon representative if you start an Avon business while you're pregnant, or even if you've had your Avon business for a while and you just now have become pregnant and you're thinking about, how am I going to turn my business into a residual income that actually pays me like a business, okay? And that is to start a blog. Now, let's do a little bit of real talk here. When you start a blog, you will have the ability to access a nationwide network of people that are looking for the things that you're talking about. But it doesn't happen overnight. It takes about a year to rank on search engines once you start a blog, which is really perfect timing if you're pregnant, because you can put the hard work in now, and 9 months down the road when the baby comes, your blog may be starting to rank and you may be starting to reap the financial benefits of that work. So the first thing that you'll want to do to start a blog is to develop a schedule of when you're going to write. If you are spending a lot of time, if you're having problems with your pregnancy and spending a lot of time on bed rest, this is the perfect time for you to write every single day. And 9 months down the road, you'll be in a great position. And don't worry if you don't have a bit of computer experience. I have a 5-minute guide to starting a blog and getting it up and running in just 5 minutes. You can do it. And then you can start yourself writing the next day. And if you write every day during your pregnancy or even just once a week, you'll be in a really, really great position 9 months down the road when the baby comes to start developing a residual income from your efforts. Blogging allows you to talk long form about the products or the services that you sell, or even the opportunity if you're in direct sales or if you started a new Avon business. It allows you to answer questions that people are asking, which really pre-qualifies the people that you're talking to. Instead of casting a huge net over everything and everybody, blogging allows you to talk specifically to the people who are already looking for what you have to offer. So it's a really great resource for you to use when you're in direct sales or network marketing. And I have some additional resources as it relates to blogging, how to find content for your beauty blog and how to streamline the work for your beauty blog, and Network Marketing 101 and Digital Marketing 101. And I'll leave the links for all of those resources down in the description box below. The next tip that I have after you start your blog, the next thing that you should do to expand your reach nationwide is to start a YouTube channel. And I know what you're going to say before you even say it. I'm not ready to start a YouTube channel. That makes me nervous. I don't feel good about myself right now. I don't want to put myself on camera right now, and it's okay. You can do YouTube videos without ever being on camera, right? Starting a YouTube channel allows you to expand your reach nationwide, and it kind of does the same thing as blogging. YouTube operates like a search engine. So people that are searching for what you have to offer are already pre-qualified, and you could be the person that is answering their questions and directing them to your product, service, or opportunity. And there is actually a really great resource on how to start a YouTube channel using Canva, which means you can create a whole presentation within Canva and create the audio for it and never have to appear on camera. Deb Hastings is another Avon representative on my team, and she did a really great demo on how to start your YouTube channel using Canva, and I'll leave that resource down in the description box below. The next thing that you should do as a brand new Avon representative who's pregnant, or even if you're an Avon representative that's looking to build a residual income after the baby comes, is to develop a daily schedule that eventually is going to break down your work into about 1 to 2 hours a day at most, okay? Now, while you're pregnant, you probably will need to be working a little more than that because you're building your blog, you're building your YouTube channel, you're building your online presence. But the goal is once the baby comes and you're a new mom and you have all of these things that you're trying to juggle, that you're able to streamline that work down to about 1 to 2 hours a day, at the very most 5 days a week, right? And you can actually, if you're going to work 7 days a week, do a little bit less. And the way that I like to do that is using something called Trello. And I'm going to leave a link to Trello down in the description box below. But what I do is I create out a whole list of things to do, everything that I have to do for my business. And then I prioritize those items of what is the most important. And the way that I prioritize what is on my list is what items make me the most money. The items that are going to make me money go at the top of the list and then down from there. And then I itemize out that list by days so that it ends up being between 1 to 2 hours of work, 5 days a week. And I actually have a video on how I plan my schedule and streamlined it into 1 to 2 hours of work per day, and I'll leave a link to that video down in the description box below. The next thing that you're going to want to do if you're trying to build an online business, if you're trying to build an Avon business while you're pregnant, is to start developing your social media presence. And when I say develop your social media presence, a lot of people hear one thing, but I actually mean something else. A lot of people, when they're promoting their online business on social media, they think it's just blasting sales with their company link out onto social media and hoping somebody buys. But if you think about yourself when you're using social media and you're scrolling through, like how many of those do you even look at, right? You might look at some if it's something that you're particularly interested in, but most people go on social media to be entertained. If you think about social media like a television channel, if you were watching, if you choose to watch a television channel, would you watch a channel that plays nothing but commercials all the time? I know I wouldn't. And if you think of your social media accounts like a television channel and you're the producer, you have to develop content that's going to keep people coming back to your channel, right? So the first thing that you have to do is find that mix of engaging and interesting content to keep people coming back. And then the ultimate goal really is to collect contact information, because we live in a distracted world. People are saying now that humans have the attention spans of goldfish, right? So, I mean, just think about yourself when you're scrolling through your social media and your kid comes and they need a drink and then you put your phone down, you never see that post again. So the ultimate goal of your social media post is collecting contact information. And I do have a few resources to help you with your social media presence, where you can learn more about developing that social media presence. And I'm going to leave these links down in the description box below. My ultimate guide to selling Avon online, number 1, selling Avon on TikTok. It's a beginner's guide that teaches you how to use TikTok to create short form videos, Facebook page or Facebook group, which one is better for you. And then Deb Hastings has a great video on how to sell Avon on Pinterest, which can really help you streamline your Pinterest business. As well, there are a couple of tools that I use to streamline my social media content to get me into that 1 hour a day that I talked about. I use Multibrain to schedule my posts, as well as Tailwind and Canva to schedule my posts. And I'll leave links to all of those down in the description box below. Now, we just talked about developing a social media presence, and I mentioned that the ultimate goal of your post on social media should be to collect contact information so that you can talk to your customers later off of the platform, right? And on a consistent basis. Because let's face it, they're not going to see every social media post that you make. And that's why my final tip is to build an email list. And I've got a guide for you on how to do that. And it's called Email Marketing 101. And I'll leave a link to it down in the description box below. But ultimately, what you want to do is use your presence on your blog, your YouTube channel, and your social media account always to gather email addresses to help you market outside of the platforms. And your email list is something that you always own, whereas your social media account, your YouTube channel, you are bound by the terms and conditions of that platform, but your email address can go anywhere with you always. Now, a couple of ways that I build my email list is, number 1, I create a freebie that somebody would be interested in providing me with their email address in order to access this information that I've created for them in Canva. The other way that I build my email list is utilizing the sweepstakes that Avon offers. Every month, Avon offers a $300 sweepstakes. Sometimes I've seen it up to $1,000 in Avon products, where customers provide their contact info in exchange for a chance to win this product bundle. And I utilize that, and I can post it in Facebook groups. I can post about it on my blog and my YouTube channel as a means to collect contact information and market to those people outside of the platform. Another way that I collect email addresses is using my Facebook Messenger robot ManyChat. And this does a couple things. Number one, it allows me to collect contact information from anybody that interacts with my robot. But two, it also helps me pre-qualify people. If you've been on Facebook lately, you may have noticed there's a lot of spam messages out there, right? So this helps pre-qualify that spam from actual customers and prospects that I can then go off of the platform and talk to later. So that's really a helpful tool for me. And I'll actually leave a link for ManyChat down in the description box below. The email platform that I use is called SendFox, and I'll leave a link for that down in the description box below as well. But it is completely free up to 5,000 emails. So that means that you can market to 5,000 people using SendFox completely for free. I also use a platform called MailChimp, and they have a lot of flexibility too, but you don't get as much as you get with the free option of SendFox. But I'll leave a link to MailChimp down in the description box below as well. Now, I just want to mention a couple tools that help me streamline my work to get me down into that hour to an hour and a half a day. I use a tool called Zapier. And what Zapier does is I can use it to automatically, if I receive an email from somebody, I can automatically send that email to a Google Sheet that I can send it to a reminder in my iPhone. So say somebody sends me a contact request asking about Skin So Soft. And I want to remember to contact that person, but I don't have my planner with me right now. Zapier will take that email and automatically add it to my reminders. And if I have a set time that I work during the day the next day, that reminder will set during that time so that I remember, oh, I need to call that person about the Skin So Soft. But I never had to touch anything. It does it automatically for me. In addition, it will, when I collect my email addresses, it will send them everywhere that they need to go. So for example, I have an email collection program that I use on my blog called Mail Munch, and I'll leave that link too down in the description box below. But it collects email addresses, and then it automatically sends that email address over to SendFox and adds them to my email address list. So I don't need to touch it at all in any way, shape, or form. It just streamlines my work and does the hard work, the menial tasks for me. So I love Zapier for doing that. Another program that I like to use is called Project Broadcast, and it does come with a monthly fee, but I'll leave the link down in the description box below. But Project Broadcast allows me to mass text out to all of my contacts, but it looks as though it lets me send one text message, but it looks as though the text message is coming just from me. So it's not this annoying type of situation if you've ever been on a group messenger and everybody's replying back and you're getting all of these notifications, and the last thing you want is for your customers to be annoyed, right? So Project Broadcast allows me to send out one text message to my entire contact list, and it appears as though it's just coming from me directly to that person. It does come with a cost. I also use SA Group Text, and that one is actually free. So I'll leave the link to that down in the description box below. In addition, some social media scheduler tools. I use Tailwind and Canva to help me create my images, and I'll leave links to those and some resources on how to use those down in the description box below. So as you can see, there are things that you can do on your computer in just a few hours a day while you're pregnant, while you're preparing for the baby to come, that will help you build a successful business down the road. I will tell you that about a year after starting my blog and starting to implement these strategies that I shared with you today, I started developing the opportunities to bring in a residual income with my Avon business. And it has been so great now that I have a baby on the way. I'm not stressed out about where the money's going to be coming in next once the baby comes, and I can't physically go out and hustle every single day. And I want that for you, and I want that time freedom for you. You know, a lot of people market the network marketing and the direct sales opportunity as time freedom, but then they spend all day on their phone or on their computer. And that's not the way that it's supposed to be. You want that time freedom so that you can create those memories with your family that last a lifetime, right? And I want that for you, and I want to show you how to do that. So if you implement these strategies right now, you can create a lifestyle that 9 months down the road can start paying you an income in just a couple hours a day if you learn how to do it correctly. I hope this has been helpful, and we will see you next time.
Have you thought about becoming an Avon representative? Well, now is the time to join Avon. For more information, find the link down in the description box below, or if you're ready to join right now, click that link below, fill in your personal information, and decide which option is best for you, and then complete your sign up. A little bit about me. Again, my name is Jennifer Francis, and I was #1 in the nation for personal leader development, and I lead the Timeless Beauties, one of the fastest growing teams in the entire nation. I am a top recruiter in the company and ranked in the top 100 for my digital sales, that's online marketing. In addition, I served on Avon's 2020 Beauty Board, where I helped provide feedback about new products and business decisions. Did you find this video helpful? Don't forget to subscribe because I put out new videos for network marketers just like you every single week. And please share it with someone you know that it will help. Thank you so much for watching. Here are a couple of other videos you might like. See you next week.